Hi, welcome to my channel. My name's Jolie. This is Learning A Course in Miracles. We're in review 2 and learning lesson 86. It'll be on page 149 if you're following along. Otherwise, use this as the channel where you can learn by listening. So it's on lesson 86. These ideas are for review today. There'll be ideas 71 and 72. 71. Quote, only God's plan for salvation will work. Only God's plan for salvation will work. It is senseless for me to search wildly about for salvation. I have seen it in many people and in many things, but when I reached for it, it was not there. I was mistaken about where it is, and I was mistaken about what it is. I will undertake no more ideal seeking, only God's plan for salvation will work, and I will rejoice because God's plan can never fail. And these are some suggested forms for applying this idea specifically. Understanding that God's plan for salvation is not outside of us, it's part of who we are. God's plan for salvation will save me from my perception of this. This is no exception in God's plan for my salvation. Let me perceive this only in the light of God's plan for salvation. Using the word this as a blank for what is going on throughout the day for you while you're practicing this concept. Idea 72. Holding grievances is an attack on God's plan for salvation. Holding grievances is an attack on God's plan for salvation. Understand that holding grievances is an attempt to prove that God's plan for salvation will not work, yet only God's plan will work. By holding grievances, I am therefore excluding my only hope of salvation from my awareness. I would no longer defeat my own best interests in this insane way. I would accept God's plan for salvation and be happy. Specific applications for this idea might be in these forms. I'm choosing between misperception and salvation as I look at this, as I consider this. If I see grounds for grievances in this, I will not see the grounds for my salvation. Being reasonable about that. This calls for salvation, not attack. So consider this lesson review today, lesson 86, and consider to repeat this video as often as needed so that you can get the understanding, the grip of what this is trying to say, so that when you use and practice this, the ideas today, you can understand and embody this. So I will see you tomorrow. I upload every day the Course in Miracles. I read strictly from the book. Thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow.